When you're in a battle, and this situation is not much different for your life, there's this it's the adrenaline or whatever you want to call it. This thing, it kicks in, and then you fight. You get up and you do it. And I think the one thing that I would encourage people for on this is getting the right people in your corner for your fight. Because so I came in with what was supposed to just be what we thought just a UTI, right? And then turned into to be this big thing. And there are parts of it that I remember and parts of it that I don't, in a sense, because I was so sick. But I had the right kind of people praying for me. I had the right people, I had you guys doing their thing. And then when I got to the place where I'm like physically capable, not just my internal side fighting, where I get to fight now you got to make a choice to fight.
Yeah.
Now you got to make a choice to get out of bed and go walk laps around when you don't feel like it. When there's been weeks because they say, being in the bed, like, I can't remember the exact stat they gave me, but like one of the days in the bed is like a whole week of like having to like do work to get it back. And so, having you specifically, Matt, in this area has been huge, because you just have continued every time I've been on the phone to remind you, ask me, have you done your walks? Did you get up today? Like these things, and they're super encouraging. But that's when you're in this fight, it's like you have to make a choice. So my situation it's definitely been a choice. It's been a decision, and sometimes it's easier than others. Sometimes it's like, cool, let's take a walk, and sometimes I really don't want to. And I'm like when Joey was here, there was one point, one of the walks where I did not want to. I was like comfortable and feeling like kind of laying back. And I was like, all right, let's go for a walk. And so I would say that would be my encouragement in that way. And then been the most challenging part here is now that you're on, it's less like now that I'm out of this part, there's this whole other battle to face, and you have to make a decision each day to fight.
Yeah.
To get better.
And one of the things that Matt was telling you on the phone all the time that totally prevails to the topic is he would tell you to ask fighting questions, whatever those are. Keep yourself fighting in that mindset of positivity and like, I'm getting out of this. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that concept came up. Thank you, Joey. That's a good point. It came up actually at Brian's lowest point. And it was when he was really low, and your dad was pretty low, and your mom was pretty low, and everybody was feeling pretty low. And I could tell that Brian was scared, and he was really like, it wasn't like a joke. Like, he was legit hurt, and he was legit. They didn't know what was up, and the unknown is the worst.